Hello my fellow weirdos, welcome back to my channel for today's video. Ooh, it's a horror book haul. Oh yeah, as if I needed more books. We'll just pretend. Yeah, so I'm going to show you guys, it's not the hugest haul, but I'm really excited about one of the particular books in here, so I really just wanted to kind of put it on here straight away. So first of all, we have Rebecca. I read this a very long time ago. It's August's Gothic horror book read for the read along. I will put the link to my video down below, but basically every month this year I'm reading a new or rereading a Gothic classic. And Rebecca, I read a bit. I didn't even read the whole thing. I remember reading some of it a long time ago, so I had to buy myself a new copy, and I really liked this particular edition. This is a Virago modern classic. So if you're not familiar with Rebecca, it is, the movie played a massive part when I was a kid. My mum loved classic Hollywood movies, raised me watching classic Hollywood movies, and Rebecca is one of the ones that stuck in my mind as being a particularly good one. It is about a woman who marries a widower. She's like the second wife, and I'll read you the blurb and then we'll get on to it. On a trip to the south of France, the shy heroine of Rebecca falls in love with Maxim de Winter, a wealthy, handsome widower, but as they arrive at Manderley, his Cornish mansion, a change comes over Max and the young bride is filled with dread. Friendless in the isolated house, she realises she barely knows the man she has married, and in every corner of every room is this phantom of his beautiful first wife, Rebecca. So yes, she kind of is like his second wife. And Mr. De Winter, when he moves back to the house, has all these reminders of the first wife everywhere, and he changes his demeanour, and she starts to become afraid of the house, afraid that maybe Rebecca's still sort of there. And then there's this maid, this horrible, horrible housekeeper who is like incredibly loyal to the first wife and does not approve of Mr. De Winter having got remarried, and she's just awful to her. And yeah, it like culminates and builds and ends with this really great ending. It's honestly fantastic. Well, the movie's fantastic. I didn't read the whole book when I was young, so I'm really looking forward to actually properly reading this for the first time. So yep, that's on my list. Next up, I grabbed myself a copy of The House on Abigail Lee by K.P.Burke. I can read you the blurb of this bad boy. From the outside it looks like an ordinary American home, but since its construction in 1956, people have vanished as soon as they go upstairs. The only clues are the things they leave behind: a wedding ring, a phone, an eye. In its 60-year history, a record number of strange events have been attributed to the house, from the neighbours waking up to find themselves standing in the yard outside, the grieving man who vanished before a police officer's eyes, the animals gathering in the yard as if summoned, the people who speak in reverse, the lights and sounds, the music, the grass dying overnight, and the 10-foot clown on the second floor. Well, that sounds terrifying. And as long as there are mysteries, people will be compelled to solve them. Here, then, is the most comprehensive account of the Abigail House phenomenon, the result of 60 years of eyewitness accounts, news reports, scientific research, and parapsychological investigations, all in an attempt to code the enduring mystery that is the house on Abigail Lane. I mean, if that immediately doesn't make you want to read it, I don't know what will. I've read a few of K.P.Burke's books, and he is a fantastic writer, so I'm really excited to get into this. He's also Irish, which is a big bonus because, yay, Irish horror writers. So I'm really excited to read that. Next, I got myself a little treat in the sales, Folio Society. I don't know if you guys are familiar with them. I'll put their link down below, but they make the most stunning edition of books. I am desperate to get their edition of The Shining by Stephen King. It is so beautiful, but I really can't afford it. So I keep waiting, like hoping it'll go on sale. But it hasn't yet. One day. But this particular book did go on sale. This is their edition of The Exorcist. It's come in this beautiful book sleeve. Oh, look at that bad boy. And it's got these stunning illustrations. Let me just see who the illustrations are by. Jeremy Caniglia. I'm going to get you an example of some of the illustrations. Are absolutely fun. I mean, they're properly like haunting. There's one there. I love really dark, creepy art. There's just something about it. There's a really good one there. I mean, look at that. I'm so excited. I have never actually read The Exorcist. I know. What is wrong with me? What kind of horror fan am I? I've seen the movie countless times. I've seen many of the movie's sort of different versions of the story countless times, but I have never read the book. So I'm really excited to read it, and with such a beautiful edition, you know, it's going to make it all the more exciting. But now we're going to get into the bit that I'm really excited about. So there is a horror magazine in America called The Dark Corner Zine, and I am featured in their latest issue. So this is issue 4. Look at this cover, guys. This cover art is by an artist called Justin Valliere. He's also featured in the magazine. I mean, it's fabulous. These magazines don't have any particular theme. It is just as long as the stories are weird and creepy, science fiction, horror, that kind of thing. And I'm just going to show you guys my little story. Mine is called The Monster on the Mirror. So this has various short stories in it, and then towards the back they have art as well by incredible horror artists. I'm in love with this, and I'm so excited to see my story featured in it and to read everybody else's stories. We have The Box by Scott J. Couturier, A Skin to Walk In by Tabitha Loveless, great name, Cow Tipping by Nicholas Idlin, then The Monster in the Mirror by me, then Fire Red Blood by Jay Matoki, The Secret of Sincere by Maxwell I. Gold, The Adventures of Brit and Magnus by Andrew Dosher, Your Body is a Flesh Star by Stephen Klein. And then we have artists Justin Valliere, Trisha Moscow, Stefano Artabani, and Jeff Martel. And then right at the back, it's like a little kind of showcase of all the individual authors, including a little kind of blurb about me. Oh. So yeah, I'm really, really excited. This is why I had to do a book haul to show you guys. And they very kindly as well sent me issues. That's issue 4. They very kindly sent me issues 3 and 2. Unfortunately, 1 isn't available in print anymore. But again, look at the art. This one's cover art is by Yogi House. Look at that. That is so cool. And then this one's cover art is by Momink Arthur. Fabulous. So they very kindly sent me these 2 as well. Again, these are both going to be, these zines are both full of short stories and horror and creepy weird art. And then at the back is kind of like bio of them all. So they also sent me a little pin. Everybody who gets featured gets a little kind of pin. And they also, you can buy these as well if you want to, and they're gorgeous. So we've got a kind of like oil here, and here. Aren't they fab? I love them. And this one says Dark Corner Zine just here. I think this is the one you can buy. So yeah, I'm really excited to read all of those and to see I'm so honoured to have my story alongside them. I've actually already submitted to the next issue, so fingers crossed I'm in that too, guys. I'll link Dark Corner Zine down below in case you want to buy some of the editions yourself. Obviously you're going to want issue 4 because I'm in it, but you can buy 2 and 3 as well, and I think you can get an e-reader book copy of 1. As well as the pins, so you're gonna want that link. I'll put that down there. I'll put the link to Folio as well in case you want to have a wee look. That book, The Exorcist, is on sale at the moment. I think it's down to like $19.95. I think I paid instead of the usual $40. So get a look in there. I'll put a link down to Keelan's book, to Rebecca, etc. So if you want to check any of them out, you can. I don't know why I'm doing this so much. I feel like I'm voguing. I'm just excited. I'm giddy. But if you guys have read any of the books or have any recommendations based off these books, let me know in the comments down below. I'm always loving your recommendations. If you could subscribe, I would love you forever. Also, let me know what you think of this sort of new layout. I'm kind of going for more of a sort of like, oh, hello there, I didn't see you there kind of vibe with me in my little reading nook area. So let me know if you prefer this or you liked it better before when it was just me with the background. I'll always love your feedback. I'm just kind of experimenting. But that's me for now, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.